Hola mi gente, my name is Elva Trevino and I'm here leading the International Entertainment Partnerships, also known as IEP, as our Community Partnerships Director. And I'm so excited to bring you some Latino icons in Houston, but more than that, friends and family and people who have been so supportive of the entertainment and arts industry way before the IEP even existed. You know, we want to talk a lot today with these three amazing individuals because each of them have done so much in their industries, but their hearts for community, collaboration, and also innovation have allowed all of us the capacity to be able to walk and run. Without these guys, opportunities wouldn't exist. So I want to start here with our good friend Baldemar Rodriguez. So I'm going to let you say a little bit about yourself, who you're representing today, and what got you started in the industry.
Buenas tardes, my name is Baldemar Rodriguez. I currently hold two different titles, wearing two different hats, which is LA Theater's Manager of Community Partnerships and Curator of the El Zócalo, which is the LA Theater's Latino Theater Initiative. And I'm also the VIP and or the president of Aeolian Manor Foundation, where we do a lot of work with students and music and all the different arts, and we help them get through school by giving them scholarships. So I'm representing those two organizations today.
My name is Gabriel Esparza, publisher and CEO of Que ONDA Magazine, a bilingual publication that caters to the Hispanic community. And I feel very comfortable with all of you guys because we work together, and that's practically the way to play the game, by working together and collaborating with different ideas. And very, very grateful to be here.
Thank you so much for having us here. My name is Blanca Robinson, and I'm representing IEP as the media director. Really just locking on with all these amazing individuals, being able to collaborate and work together on community impactful events that we do year-round, basically. But it's a privilege to be here because we have all been working together in some capacity in different things, and it's exciting to see where our industry is kind of heading into. But I also am part of Barrio Kids Network with Baldemar's Aeolian Manor Foundation as well. So, you know, we, like he said, we all wear many hats. So super excited to be able to share what we're doing here and what IEP is going to be doing in the next couple of days.
So we are so grateful you guys are here because y'all's calendars are crazy. I think you're all at the point where you need paparazzi and makeup and hair people following you in these, you know, SUVs from appointment and event to event. I've seen it. So, but, you know, I want to get down to it. So, you know, personally, you guys have all made a major impact in my life and career. You know, you guys have been supportive from day one and always taken chances for the little guy to look out for them to make sure that Latinos in general are represented well, but also the community of Houston. So in your experience coming from your industries, tell us what made it so difficult when you first got started. I know I was sitting at your house one day listening to about 20 different leaders from multiple industries, and I heard this one woman who was the first person, I think, that was in the Houston Symphony as a Latina. And I'll never forget that because usually it takes that one testimony to break history and break the ice. So tell us some of the challenges you experienced when you first started as a Latino.
I'm a Sagittarius, so I always tell people, sometimes I lead with that because they think that whatever I come up with is so far-fetched, which is really true because I am a dreamer. Soy un soñador, that's what Sagittarius are. And so every time that I get folded into a conversation, they know it's going to be me thinking way up here because that's what like my mom and my dad taught me. Whatever you think big. Whatever you can do a project, think what's the best that you can do that you within your means. So when you say that, it has a very different effect in everybody. You know, some people who really don't know how to, you know, maybe visualize the event being at this scale or what have you. They'll think that it's not, it can happen, you know, or bringing in partners. Oh yeah, well, work with them, and then So it's like there's all this. When you bring your ideas to not being having the trust, right, in what your capacity. So a lot of the times I've had to kind of break things down and say we could do it this way, but then we can upgrade it by doing this, and then we can upgrade it, and all of a sudden, you know, now you become a leader in your industry because the event that we're going to put together is going to have a lot of different bells and whistles as it should be, right? So having that challenge and then having everybody kind of you know, think that it is possible, then it becomes totally a different way how they respond to how to work together in that project.
Que ONDA Magazine starts about 30 years ago with the dream to be the #1 Hispanic publication in Texas. So we opened the Dallas market, the Austin market, the San Antonio market, and due to different kinds of disasters like the COVID and different kind of things, financial difficulties for other newspapers or bad management of other newspapers, they've started declining. They started declining little by little. And Que ONDA Magazine is not only a newspaper, that's what I tell everyone. We're in the people business. We just happen to sell advertising. But Que ONDA Magazine is 120% community engagement. We get involved in so many things. We sponsor events. We donate to different organizations. And that's what makes Que ONDA different. That's why Que ONDA is where it is today, because of the community engagement that we do with people. I'll tell you, and the newspaper business is like any other business, but I always use this thing with catch me if you can.
Anytime I've asked Gabriel, I'm doing this, and okay, he don't even ask when, where, what can I do to help you? How can I support you? How can I be there? How can I show up for you? And that is the beautiful thing about collaborations and collaborating with the right people with the right intentions and the purpose, because we all want to see each other continue to rise. And it's important to surround yourself with like-minded people. So I would say my biggest challenge, I'm going to piggyback on Baldemar in terms of, the struggles of people not seeing your vision. Because sometimes people would tell me, cálmate, like you're thinking too big. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to calmarme. Don't tell me to calm down. No, but it's more because I can see the vision with just by manifesting the thought. I'm speaking it. So when you're speaking what you want to accomplish, how can you not make it happen? Obviously, I have the tenacity to go after it. That's another thing too, right? I mean, that has to be within you. So I think all of us have all that here, because that's why we're continuing just to evolve in our different industries and together as a team too. But when I remember telling my mom that I was going to come work at Channel 13 years ago, and she's like, ¿Cómo? How? I said, I don't know, Mom. I said, but I am. Watch me. And, so that, or catch me. And that mentality, it really kind of just moves you to the next level, and just breaking down those barriers of people saying no. You just say, okay, no to you. Got it. I'm going to move on to the next. But it was never an answer that I was fine with in any capacity. I just knew I was going to get to that other space because it was important for my voice to be heard as a woman, as a Latina, and it was my community. So who else is going to represent the community more than I would in the media space? So that would be my, I guess, the struggle in terms. But I feel like it really wasn't a struggle for me because I knew that's what I was going to do. So the struggle is really convincing other people, but that's not my job. My job is to just do it and go in there and get after it. So
I love that. And thank you guys for everything you've done, because again, if you would have quit at any point, all the people you've all impacted in your communities wouldn't have had the success, the visibility, the opportunities. And because of you guys, it's allowing so many other thousands of people to know that Houston is becoming an entertainment destination once and for all. We're here at the ballroom at Bayou Place, owned by Craig and Stephanie Howard. And, we love our team here in so many ways because they've been so supportive of so many different events in the community. But, thinking back to some of the casting calls I went to as a kid in McAllen and LA and just all these things I grew up being around, it's so cool to see how we're able to be in positions where we can discover the next filmmakers and actors and singers and all these opportunities. So, when we talk about being a leader, un líder is diferente de un campeón, somebody who's done something and done it great, and also different than un pionero, right? Pioneers, when I go out there and I talk about crazy ideas all the time, whether it be Champions Club, which we're, changing the game for Latinos in fitness. And I had a lot of people who also told me, hey, your vision's too big. No, it's not. We save the energy so we can really work, in my opinion, what God is telling us to do. So save the energy if you're trying to pursue something great. But little did people know that I had pioneers all around me who had done great things. And the more they shut off the noise, the more they were able to really do the work. Now, September 28th is a big day because it's a major collaboration for the city of Houston, the county. We've got the Houston Texans, the Rockets, Que Onda, Alley Theater, Aeolian Manor, Barrio Kids Network, and so many different generations, cultures, and districts of Houston coming together. We're going to have celebrities here. We're going to be networking, making connections, talking about business ideas, collaborations. As an innovator and a pioneer, what do you want to see the most out of Houston? And as you're talking about that, tell me what's missing. Because that's been a big question as we talk to so many different organizations. We can talk about all the other markets that are doing great things in entertainment, but you guys are no new people to celebrities, right? It's like, oh, okay, we've done that. Tell us what you want to see the future of Houston doing in entertainment, and what's missing?
I think it's on both ends. It's on the producers of events as well as just the general audience. You know, as producers of events, what I would like to see more is doing partnerships and collaborations with other people that are more different than you. You know, not necessarily just the Latinos, because I'm always doing things and people assume that it's just for Latino. No, doing things with my African American brothers and sisters, and just all these different groups, doing things and collaborating with them to promote it outside of your circles. That's one thing. And also for the people that go get these entertainment offerings, is to expect to go out there. You're going to meet someone who to see different cultures, eat different foods when you go out to an event. You know, not just as the same thing that you're eating, and having both sides to really are open up to making that kind of environment that you're going to go meet new people, hear different music, hear different performers, see a different show in a different language or what have you, and at the same time still find the huge value of it. So that's one thing we need to have, and I've been working towards it with several different entertainment entities right now. But I'm trying to go further and further. But to have a unified space to promote all of the Houston arts. Now, people think it's those far-fetched ideas, but it's very possible to be able to do the theater district and the different level theaters and entertainment space. So we put them all together so we know what everybody is doing at any given time. So because not every piece of art and performance is for everyone, but having that unified thing is what's missing. I hope that Houston has something like that to promote each other.
In my opinion, Houston is one of the greatest cities in the United States, where on a Friday night, Saturday night, or Sunday, you can go anywhere from sports, entertainment, local concerts, restaurants, and everything is full. That means that the city is doing very well on diversing any type of categories, and like I said, in anything. Well, in my opinion, I think we're lacking out of bringing more entertainment in the movie business and bringing more, because we're ready for that. I think Houston is ready to do that, to bring more movies, more producers, and execute it, not just talk about it. I'm that kind of guy. I'm a planner. I'm a really big planner, where I do my planning and then I execute the plan to make it successful. And that's what I think the city needs. Needs more. Bring more movies, bring more actors, bring more the movie department, movie business, and that would generate more income to a lot of companies. A lot of minority companies would generate more income, more aggressively, more business. Hollywood style kind of thing. I don't want to compare us with Hollywood, but I think Houston is ready for that. I mean, like I said before, you can go to a game, the Rock, anything, and everything is full. But I think we're lacking out of motion pictures.
I think we have so much incredible talent here in Houston that has to leave to go have these great opportunities, right? And in the film industry, and I think also because we're doing this amazing event, IEP Celebrity Soiree, on the 28th here at the Ballroom, that's the whole purpose, is to get all these amazing talents, creatives here in this space, so they can be able to network, also to realize, oh my gosh, like, okay, I don't have to go outside of the city to hire this talent, local talent that's doing the work already here, and just needs that chance to be able to elevate. And that's the whole purpose of doing this event, is to be able to bring all these different avenues together: production, fashion, even the models, and the esports games and everything. So it's just everything coming together. It's kind of like a starting point. I feel like we're trying to build a foundation that Houston is here. So, and we're not going anywhere. We continue to grow, and the talent is here. So it's up to us to continue to help cultivate those talented individuals and work together as a team, as we have been from years past, and continue to elevate each other, but also the talent that's up and going.
The city's ready. I mean, we are ready to do these kind of things. And the most important thing is to hire local talent, like Blanca said, so the revenue can stay in Houston. It's very important for the revenue to stay in Houston. We, in the tourism department, we do very well by bringing conventions, planning, events at the George R. Brown, and that generates a lot of income to all different organizations. And I think that's the most important thing, to bring income to the city, so we can hire more jobs and have more income for everyone. And that's practically the way it should be.
So bouncing off what he said, I'm so glad you made that note because that's exactly what we're all trying to do. You know, at this soiree on the September 28th here at the Ballroom, which you guys can get tickets if you go to the International Entertainment Partnerships website or IEP Celeb Soiree on Instagram. You know, we're going to be featured in Que ONDA Magazine in this next publication. So grab your copy. HEB, Arandas, and so many others, as well as the Alley Theater, who is our neighbor to the event. They'll all be here in support. But we're even going to be having some consulates and some elected officials here. We're working tirelessly to make sure that anyone who is in Houston that is nonprofit, business, education, socialites, enthusiasts, future investors. I mean, Houston is popping up fashionistas. We have a fashion show happening. But if you want to be an advocate for this industry, if you're in this industry looking to lock arms with executives, if you want to bring your ideas to the forefront, then this is the event for you. But it's just the beginning. And we want to thank you guys so much for leading the way in your industries and also being such heartfelt people. I mean, all of the work you've done, it's never been about you guys. And that's something that forever I am indebted to you guys as Latino leadership, because you are constantly opening the door for the next guy when I know that wasn't done for you before. You know, and being 40, it's important for me to help pass that wisdom down to our 20-year-olds, my daughter's age, and all the future generations. Because if we can't work together in collaboration, then what do we expect of the future of the city and entertainment and arts, right? And so with that said, is there anything else you guys want to mention that might be coming up for you?
Well, this is just in order for them to accomplish like the different dreams that we put up here, is like to make sure that when you have an event and you're able to go out and go to 2 different events, right? Go in the morning to go to one. This is the time, so that way, you know, you can tell, you know, our neighbor, you know, organizations, tell our city, tell our people that we're out there. We're going to be producing programming, and you know what they say, that movie, if you build it, they will come, and that's kind of what we're asking you to come, because you'll be excited to see a myriad of different artistic, creative offerings, not just from us here, but you know, places from around the world as we start doing, you know, cultural exchanges and whatnot. Like
I said, collaborating together and have the same mind, going. We're all going in the same direction. By going in the same direction, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I do in Que Onda. That's why Que Onda is where it is today. I treat Que Onda like a team. And you have to have a good pitcher, a good catcher. You got to have everybody in place to win the game. Because it's all about the game. It's never been about the money. Never. If you're here for the money, you already lost. But if you play the game, you play it right, you'll kick ass.
If you're not working together, unified, like you said, and I love that that's what you've been working on, Balde, because we've had many conversations about that, and it's so true. If we stop acting like it's competition, you're never going to win. The only competition that you have to look at is in the mirror. So that's who you're competing with daily. Right here in this panel, we're elevating each other, helping each other, collaborating, working together. I don't see them as my competition. I see them as my mentors, my colleagues, my supporters. And when we start changing that mindset, we can all win. We are all going to win. So just remember that and just continue to dream big, like Balde says. But yeah, and come to our event.
Well, you guys heard it. I'm going to let you research these guys, follow them on social media. We'll be tagging them along with this video. Quick shout out to CCN Network for all of their hard work. Our dance team is going to be here. So many activations and experiences will be in this room. So we'll see you September 28th on the red carpet. Expect media, interviews, and all kinds of icons to be surrounded with you, along with international flags from the city. This is going to be a historical breaking event. So we'll see you soon, guys.